Hello, everyone. 1 second. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. How's the lighting? We all good here? You guys see me all right? Welcome to my home. This is the whole band should be in here and commenting as well. JB, Brent, Matt, Jake. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be here, maybe coming and going. But I see JB. He's here. So yeah, I'm going to let some people join up. We'll talk a little bit, and then I'm going to play the album through my speakers, through my monitors here. And what I want you to do is I sent a link. I'll put it here. I'll put it again. And we'll pin it so you guys can, so it stays up. This is a link to listen to the album on YouTube. Pull it up on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. If you bought the album, thank you so much. And we're going to stream together. So I'll count it down after talking for a little bit. And you guys can hit play with me. I'll turn it down so I can talk to you guys about the songs, maybe about the process, any questions that you have. And like I said, the other guys will be in here answering questions as well. And yeah, let's have a good time. I will say we're very excited to get this album out. We wish we were able to be on tour and play shows. We only got to play a couple new songs live for, 3 days. And we prepped for that tour, and we're very excited to go out and play some new songs. But yeah, we've had Guardians in our hands for a while. We started recording it in April of last year. It was the first album that we took our time with, and we were so busy last year in 2019 that we had to kind of divide up the session. So we started it in April and got together, and we had 8 songs written. Recorded those 8 songs and toured for 10 Years of Constellations, and then went out and did a bunch of touring rather, and then came back in the studio in August and recorded the rest of the songs and finished everything up. And we've just been sitting on it for a while, and we're just very excited that it's finally out. I can't believe it. It's been so long. So yeah, it's very exciting. I hope you all like the album. Before we get started here, what are your favorite songs that we've released so far? You know, we started with Defender, Bones, Paramount. What's everybody's favorite song of the 3 that you've heard so far? I'm curious. I see some Paramount talk. Oh, it's going so fast. Lots of Paramount, some Defender. All right. Wow, lots of Paramount. You heard Lighthouse already? I can't read it so fast. Oh, wow. Yeah, very cool. Thank you guys for being a part of this. This is really cool. Thanks for, if you're on the East Coast with me or if you're even further ahead, thanks for staying up. This is really cool. I'm very excited about this. I can't even read the comments. They're going so fast. This is really cool. It's all Paramount, though. It's a lot of Paramount. That's cool. I'll be honest. Paramount's my favorite of the 3, too. I was very excited the first time I heard that. That's really cool. Seen a couple Lighthouse, too. Have you heard Lighthouse already, huh? We haven't even gotten there yet. We didn't even start. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in the process of working at things here. I got my drum kit behind me. I just started hanging up some soundproofing, so I know it looks really weird that it's not centered, but if you could see the other wall, it is matching that wall, and that's why. I got some more things I got to hang up here, and obviously I got curtains over top of my blinds to block the daylight so I can film some videos. You know, since we can't tour, we've all been, I'm sure you've seen, JB's posted a bunch of playthrough videos. We've been doing some things to try to interact with you all some more since we can't be out there interacting and playing shows. So shooting a ton of videos. You're going to get plenty of content coming up here. But first off, a Ties of Bind reference, nice. Animals Wrong Record. Let's get this thing going here. Let's start doing it. We're going to listen. Like I said, for those of you that just joined in, I'm going to play the album through my studio monitors We're going to start at the narrative, track 1. We're going to work our whole way through it. I'll talk periodically what I have to say about the songs. You can ask questions. I'm happy to answer any questions if I can read them. It's moving so quickly. And let's listen together. So, I think that it's been pinned here. So here is the link for YouTube, so you can stream the album. And Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. If you bought the album, again, thank you. Really appreciate it. But let's get started. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to click on the narrative. Hopefully my monitors aren't going to blast you guys. I'll pick up my guitar periodically. It's just not going to sound as good, but we can talk about the riffs, and you can click on that song, and we'll go from there. Is the lighting okay, guys? You can see me all right? Everything all right before we get started? Oh, yeah, okay. All good. Lighting is fine. Let's go. Let's rip. All right, the narrative. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm probably going to be a little bit ahead of you, and I hope it's not too loud. Let me know if you can't hear me talk, if my music's too loud, if we're good. Again, I want you guys to listen to the album on your headphones, your speakers, whatever you want to listen to it on. I'm just trying to keep it quiet in here so that we can talk about it. So the narrative is the first track on the album. Not only is it the first track on the album, turn it up. All right, we'll turn it up a little bit, but I don't want to have to yell at you guys. Turn it on yours. Hit the link on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Music. Just stream it yourself so you can hear it at better quality. So the narrative, track 1, was actually the first song completed for the album. I started writing it in 2018 on a tour we did with Parkway Drive, and really just wanted to write a song that was heavy and didn't let up. We're playing a festival in Canada. I actually just thought of this right now. We're playing a festival in Canada somewhere. JB would know where it was. He's very good about this, but it was like under a bridge or something. And I remember I had a direction I wanted to take this song, and I showed it to him, and he looked at me and was like, "Nah, dude, don't do that." I was like, "Okay, I won't do that," and I'm glad I didn't. So, yeah. David Burns Red, good to see you, buddy. Wasn't heavy MTL, I don't think. I'll turn it up, but I want you guys to be able to, I want you to stream it on yours. How's that for volume? Can you still hear me all right? Can you hear the album? All right, we'll go up a little more. That's a little bit behind. That's the first actual breakdown of the album, huh? I wear this sweater all the time. Can you guys still hear me okay? This riff is very hard. I missed my opportunity to play, but it's a lot of tapping. Down here. I'll pick that up periodically, but it's going to be really hard to hear me. It is on Spotify. You can find the album on Spotify. So yeah, this song is in drop B. The opening riff is very hard to play, I'll say that. It goes back and forth between tapping and picking. You gotta move your hand back and forth. It's just so fast.
but it's a very fun riff to play. The whole verse, the turn picking part's super fun. Really fun song to play. I wrote the narrative. Brett wrote the lyrics to the narrative.
And I'll be honest, it was like the easiest song of the songs that I wrote for the album. It was the absolute easiest song to write. It just flowed. Wrote that song on that tour we did with Parkway Drive, and I just cruised through that whole song. So, and this is Bones. I know you've heard Bones before. Let me know if you guys can hear me talk too, because I don't know what this sounds like. So if I need to turn the music down or up, let me know. I want you guys to be able to hear me okay. Bones, the second song we released. More of a melodic, bigger idea than Defender. Still ABR, still heavy, catchy album. So the first two songs on the album, the narrative, I wrote my first song. Bones, JB wrote his first song written for the album. So it just kind of worked out like that. When we recorded the first 8 songs in April of last year, when we got the songs bounced, it was like song 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when we listened to the songs, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe we got used to the way it sounded, but honestly, I couldn't imagine the album starting out a different way. I think that it's just we went back and forth on track listing a lot, and I'm super stoked what we end up with. There we go. So there, the link is pinned right there. You can listen to the album on YouTube right there. It's pinned, so you should be able to see that link. Click on that. Stream with me. We're in Bones, or the chorus of Bones. Join us. Solo's very sick in this song. Yeah, it's a super catchy chorus. It's just like we played this on that tour that we started with Parkway Drive. And I'd often hear our crew members singing along after the set's done. So must be catchy, right? Is Brent in here? I didn't see Brent yet. You wrote the part, JB? I see a question here. How many songs I write for the album? JB and I collaborated more than we ever had before. Typically, I write 2 songs. JB and I split the album in half and collaborating on a couple. I'd always send him my ideas before sending it to the whole band. Look, this is JB's vision for the band. It's like I always tell my friends, like, I like to compare it to Seinfeld. I know it's a television show, but look, Larry and Jerry had an idea for a television show, and like most television shows, you hire writers to come on and write on that initial vision. So JB is the vision for the band, so it's like it's really hard to read the questions to make this bigger so I can see them and get back to you guys. No instrumentals on the album. There's a lot of instrumental parts. We'll get to it. 3 Fountains, big interlude, lets the instruments do its thing, let their thing. Extinct by Instinct, again, really big interlude section, kind of lets the instruments shine and a lot of different dynamics in it. We'll get there. It's later in the record. Lighthouse as well. This song had a clean part, kind of similar to this here, that we actually pulled. It was Brent's idea to pull it to go straight into the solo. So it got pulled, and that's what we ended up with. And Brent wrote the lyrics for Narrative, as I had mentioned. Brent also wrote the lyrics for Bones. And we're about to go into Paramount, which JB wrote the song, and Matt wrote the lyrics for Paramount. And I learned Paramount today. I learned a riff from it today, I should say. JB will be surprised. I don't know if I can hear myself though, so I also probably will mess it up. This is the guitar we used for the album. This is the Kiesel Aries Evertune. We used it for rhythms. Actually, I'm around playing this, but there's some of it. Anyways, I'll learn in a second, Bill.
Ooh. As you can tell, I just found it for now. Yeah, Paramount does slap. It's more of like a modern, just a classic APR sound, I should say. Lots of riffs, bigger idea, doesn't let up. Paramount's one of my favorite songs on the album for sure. It's a catchy hook. I had to learn it. Actually, I think I recorded rhythms to this song, but I have no idea how to play it anymore. And this is also Everton, so I can't bend notes. It's locked. Doesn't do anything. Actually, I don't know how to play this riff. I know I'm holding my guitar. I'll figure it out in a second. I'll play this next riff, but it's not going to bend the note. One minute, one. I'll remember it. Yeah, Paramount's tough. That's going to be a tough song for Matt for sure. Doesn't let up at all. I don't know if I'm reading all the questions. Is Matt in here? Matt would have to answer that question about his bell. I'm not sure. Did I do vocals in any of these songs like I did in Carpe Diem? Dismember Memory, I do a lot of vocals. We don't really trade back and forth, but it's very Dustin heavy. Who wrote Paramount? JB wrote the music for Paramount. This is one of my favorite solos on the album too. And Matt wrote the lyrics rather. Yeah. It's the extended version of Bones. That's an instrumental. We left it in the instrumental version. And if I remember correctly, just speaking about Paramount was song 6 written for the album, so it was part of that first wave. For those just joining, we recorded the album in 2 sections. So the first 8 in April of last year, and then the rest of the songs when we got off of the Constellations tour in the US in August. There was a Twitter, you're talking about the Twitter party. There was a Twitter party for last week. It's for Phantom Anthem. JB hosted that. I was in bed. I'm sorry I didn't support. This is really cool. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. If you're just joining, we're listening to Guardians. It's out now. We're so excited. We've had this album for a while. We've been wanting to get it out, and we're just so excited for you guys to hear it. And now we're going into Defender. So 3 singles. That's 4. This is 3. 3 singles, all back-to-back on the album. Defender was the first song we released. And if you haven't noticed, we sort of go with the heavy song first. So people were asking about the tuning on Instagram. The whole song is drop C, and then the end drops to A. I remember mentioning to JB that was an idea that I wanted to do, and he beat me to it. I did the same thing in Ties the Vine, which Ties the Vine was song 5? Not on the album, but song 5 in progression of writing the songs. I think Defender was 4. I'm not positive. I don't remember exactly. But I know that both of those songs were part of the first wave as well. So, yeah. Let's scoot closer so I can kind of what's going on here. JB wrote Defender, and Matt wrote the lyrics. What are the idea for the comic book? That's a great question. Brent is a very big comic book fan, comic book guy, and I think it was his idea, but I know that he had something to do with it. And honestly, it's one of my favorite videos we've done. I love videos that I don't have to bang my head for because it hurts doing this for hours. I'll deliver the sentence. It's been delivered. Yeah, so we've been using this. Somebody's talking about the guitar tone. We've been using this Kiesel Aries with a lithium-ion pickups since Zelda. I think was the first track we used it on. We did a session with that Zelda cover I did, and we A/B'd this guitar with another guitar with EMGs that's Evertune. We use Evertune for all rhythms. It's easier to stay in tune. I didn't use the Thanos space actually. Super stoked. Kind of hold it like this, you can see it. It's my first headless bass. I started playing this on tour, and it's my new number one. We played a 45-50 minute set on my Kill Switch tour. I'd go back to tune, always in tune. Love it. I was nervous about going headless, but that thing is sick. Love it. So that is my new number one. You can see I got two Vanquishes back there in my case. That's the case I take on tour. Thanos is right here with me right now. All my guitars and basses are set up for different tunings right now. I don't have a lot of strings. I'm quarantined, so I can't go get strings. So I just kind of set up the bass for a guitar for different tunings so I can play along to wherever I could. Is Matt in here yet? I didn't see you, Matt. What do you guys think of the album so far? I know you've only heard one new song, The Narrative, but what do you think? I think we'll pick live songs. We kind of have an idea of what we think we're going to play, at least I do. But we're going to pick what you guys want to hear. So we'll probably put some surveys up online, different opportunities for you guys to vote for your favorite songs, and we'll play a bunch of them. This is Lighthouse. Lighthouse is, after the start of the album, it's pretty heavy. Nothing really lets up, and so this felt like a good song to put about halfway through. Jamie and I went back and forth on this. This song used to be later in the album, moved it forward. I thought that the album needed to be broken up a little bit differently. We went back and forth section and sort of like tell me to make that a chorus. This was a song that I started writing on the tour we did with Heaven Shall Burn. So I actually started this in Europe, and that is Jake singing. I started this song on the last day of that Heaven Shall Burn tour. Kind of got like in this little dressing room area by my tuning. So I started in the tuning that we used for not Count All's Lost. I'm forgetting what song it is right now. I started with a different tuning, and I kind of worked my way around until I got like this open tuning. And this song is tuned to CGC, EGC. So it's a really weird tuning. And I didn't know if this was even going to be an ABR song because I wrote this part and was like, I don't know, it's this ABR, but it is. And I'm super stoked to have Jake put his clean vocals on here. Excuse me. And I'm stoked with this song. It was a song that somebody asked me earlier. Was there any songs that you didn't think were going to make the album? This was one that I thought wasn't going to make the album until the vocals went on. So. Oh, and I'll talk about the lyrics too. Matt wrote the lyrics. Some of my favorite lyrics on the album. I think that the end of the song, the first time I heard it, kind of gave me chills. So this is the clean part here. This is the first like sort of break on the album, letting up here, track 5.
And I had an idea for this part. I had drums written, I had chords written, I had the lead that comes in eventually, and I had a solo over it, but I didn't record the solo. I recorded it on my phone. And I showed JB on the Constellations tour that we did in the US, and I was like, okay, I have this. And he was like, dude, let me work at it. And so he built this clean section of all the chords and stuff that I had, my lead. I had these elements and brought the song together. Where was I going with this? I had something. I forgot what it was. I forgot it. But the lyric part that I wanted to talk about is coming up here. Once we get back in. Rise up, reach out, have pity, let the outcast in. Who will rise up and reach out? It's awesome. It is really nice working with JB. I will say that. It's nice to have your idea out there, and if you get stuck, give it to somebody else, and somebody else go, I know what to do with this. Let me do this. Because sometimes I do just get stuck off. I'm a riff master, but pulling things together, sometimes I struggle with. So to sing JB's praises, he's very good at bringing my ideas together to complete them. Where is Jake? I was just playing COD with Jake a little bit ago. Not in here yet. We are doing a tab book for the album. Yes, we are working on a tab book. Lighthouse was, and before we get on Dismember Memory, which is a heavy track, and I'll say this with Jake. Jake told me this is his favorite song. Lighthouse was the first song, so song 9, the first song that we recorded coming back into the studio for the second section in August. Dismember Memory was the second to last song completed for the album. This is a song that I completely started writing on the Constellations tour. I wrote this whole song on, well, I'm sorry, I wrote almost. Oh, so this is the song that somebody asked about my screaming. I'm pretty heavy on this song. And Brent wrote the lyrics, and I wrote the music. And I like this. It reminds me of Zelda. Yeah, this song is just straight up heavy. It's got classic ABR sound to it. Didn't want to overthink it. Want to bring that riff back, but didn't want to do the same thing. Change up a little bit. And then the next breakdown is just plain. I had stuff written all over it, and Jake was like, we need a plain breakdown. Jimmy's like, we need a plain breakdown, so here it is. I'd love to know the Zelda song. Think about it. This is just standard old ABR riff. This is a fun riff to play too. This is where I picked up the song after we got off the tour. So I wrote it up to this point on the Constellations tour, and then this is where I. If you want to play this riff, you need a 7-string. Or capo, I guess. If you're just now joining in on the stream, we are listening to Dismember Memory. We're about, we're at the end, but join us. Whatever you're streaming on, the link is pinned here for YouTube. You can stream it on YouTube. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music. Purchase the album, you got it downloaded. Thank you so much. Listen along. Trying to read some questions here. Thank you. Awesome, thank you. Very cool. Yeah, I like the title of Dismember Memory. It's a really cool title.
I think Dismember Memory was a title for a different song, and Brent, when we were coming up with titles in Australia, actually, it's where we were working on titles. Brent was like, I think that works with this song. You guys like it? Yeah, I like that title. Cool. The Bones Beer, I haven't gotten it yet. That's my brother's brewery, Elder Pine Brewing and Blending. Very excited about it. He texted me today with a picture of it. Super excited. If you're just joining us, Ties of Bind, track 7. This was song 5 for the album, so recorded in the first session. I could talk about this song, actually. I wrote this song, Brent wrote the lyrics. This riff changed so much. I saw Minus the Bear play their last show ever on their farewell tour, and it's Silver Spring. I live in Maryland, so something in Silver Spring. And I left that show feeling super inspired. I started this song the next day. I know it doesn't sound like Minus the Bear, but that first riff was a tapping riff. I changed it around a lot. So that riff was inspired by Minus the Bear. I know it doesn't sound like them, but I just wanted to write a riffy song, and I think it's one of the more riffy songs on the album. It's fun to play. I shot a playthrough with Clint Tustin for this song, debuting that soon. Yeah, so some people say it reminds me of Lifeline. It doesn't. It's interesting. It doesn't remind me of Lifeline, but that's cool. Everybody's got a different ear. Yo, Clint's in here. What's up, man? Did a couple playthroughs with Clint. Super excited. Show you all those. No, everybody lives in Lancaster and Lidditz. I live in Maryland, so about 2 hours away. Matt's in here too. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining us, buddy. Can you play this song? The whole intro in this song too. This chorus, Matt really took my idea and made it so much better. The whole intro for this song, I was like, yo, Matt, can you play this to the T? And he was like, yes, I can do that for you. Thank you, Matt. Clint is the most talented person in the chat for sure. Yeah. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. This is so awesome. How do you deal with writer's block? I take time away. This song, it's fun tapping them too. This song changed the ending, actually. I'm about to show you where I would have had it originally end, but again, I showed the JB, he was like, I think you should write a breakdown. So I wrote the breakdown, and then he bookended the song with the opening riff, put it on there and closed it. So this song changed a lot. I'll show you the riff. I don't have a guitar in A sharp. It's very hard to play. I guess I could play the house. No, I can't. I couldn't do that. I need open strings. I could drop it, but you hear the strings. That would sound weird. And this song goes down to G, coming up here. Dropping it down. Okay. Actually, let me see if I can do this. This is in B, so I see you go to narrative. We're not dropped here? A second. All right, let's just show you the guitar. I can go to here, but all over the place. Oh, this sounds so weird. This guitar is in B, the song is in A sharp, so I can hear it kind of chorus. Oh, half step off. Bloodletter, last song written for the album, was in A sharp. I said, let's go to A. So this is the first full song that ABR has ever written in A. It's probably our heaviest song ever. Super excited about it. Can't wait to see the pit for it. Love playing this song. It's open vocals. It's fun. Let's crank it. This is so fun to play, dude. Oxide. So weird. Yeah, so JB wrote this ending. We collabed on this song together. I was like, I'm not going to finish it. He was like, you have to finish it. And I was like, I can't finish it. So this is all JB here in the end. Brent wrote the lyrics. It's time to bury the hatchet. Jake won't be in your back though. See, and that's the thing. We had different lyrics here, but we had to put a positive spin on it because we're ABR, angry music for happy people. We're not gonna bury the hatchet in your back. We're gonna walk away from it. We're not like you. What, Matt? Yeah, I think that song is that's gonna be a fun song live for sure. Jake's vocals are really cool in that song too. They're definitely heavy AF, as the kids say. What you guys think of that? What do you guys think of the album so far? This is. I'm gonna turn it back down so I don't have to yell. I'm losing my voice already. Extinct by Instinct. This was the last song 8 of the album, so the last song in the first segment we recorded. And I started writing this song during Phantom Anthem. Excuse me, but couldn't finish it. Didn't have time. Didn't need to. We had plenty of material, and I'm glad I waited because it wouldn't have gotten to where it is now. This is my favorite song on the album. And JB just said that too. I like the bigger idea songs. I really do. I love this riff. It's so fun to play. I can play this one actually. We'll talk about the riff. How different is that? Yeah, I couldn't. So I had the song written up until this interlude coming up here for Phantom Anthem, and that's where I kind of let it go and came back to it a year later. And the whole interlude section came to me off of the tapping bass part you're about to hear. And this section is my favorite section on the album. I love parts like these, and it's my favorite part to write. It's very Egyptian. I know, it's all harmonic minor. Let's crank it. Kind of reminds me of, every time I hear this part, I think, I almost messed up the director, Tim Burton. I just think Tim Burton movie. We have a piano. There's piano in different parts right here. I think there's a synth. I agree. This song belongs on Found More Places, right? Yeah, sort of Tim Burton, Danny Elfman. That's Danny Elfman's was looking for. Yeah, I can see it in that. Yeah, that whole section was built off that tapping bass part, and I love developing parts like those. I love writing parts like those. So fun. And this was the biggest idea for the album that I put together. Yeah, what else can I say about it? Brett wrote the lyrics. I don't know if I said that. Heaviest song on the album is Bloodletter, in my opinion. I think that this whole song too is in 6. I know there's like a riff in 4. The interlude there was in 5, but the majority of the song's got the swing in 6. Harmonic minor, drop B, Egyptian. Yeah, very cool. I actually started that song with the first riff of the song as just like a nice little sweet pattern. It's a JB song. Brent wrote the lyrics. It was the last song that JB wrote for the album. So he wrote it while I was recording. What do you guys think of the album so far? How you digging it? Matt hangs on the ignorance still. Just now joining us, we're on Empty Heaven, track 10. Only got one song left to go. Yes, track 10. 11 tracks on the album. Awesome, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. The song's very riffy. Imagine the feet work from Matt on this song and the finger work on the guitars. What's your favorite breakdown of the album? You tell me. That's hard to say. There's too many to choose from. I'm just looking under the list. I can't say. It's too hard for me to say. Tell me what your favorites are. I like the first breakdown of the album and the narrative. That's sick. It's fast. It's aggressive. Sets the pace. Sets the tone. Paramount first breakdown sick too. It's a good one. Hardest riff ever written is a really tough. Hardest riff ever written. That's a tough one. Does anybody have any particular questions so far? Ties of Mine's sick breakdown too. Yep, that's just heavy. This is a cool breakdown too. Panic. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading all these. They're moving so fast. Don't go punching babies. I know it might make you want to do it, but don't do it. We don't like punching babies. Let's favorite song to play live. Oh yeah, one at a time, so I can read here, guys. Slow down. You already got through 3 pounds. Cool. Why not? We'll be headlining again. We'll get there. Once the self-isolation goes away, we'll get some news going. Favorite Zelda game. Really liked Breath of the Wild. Honestly, super fun. Yeah, Narrative has a lot of fun riffs. It's a fun song to play. And
my favorite band member is Jake, JB, Matt, and Brent, in no particular order. I saw you ask that question, Jake. That was great. I'm not even a fur dad. So this is the last song on the album. Thank you all for joining. We'll take some questions after this before I turn this thing off and go to bed. 3 Fountains. This was a song that initially was earlier in the album with our first track listing that JB sent over. And it was a song that when he first sent it over, I heard it and was like, that's the closer. I mean, it's obviously a good closer, but I really think, I think I put my foot down and was like, dude, I think this should be the closer. And I know some others felt that way too. And he's cool with it. We talked about it, but it's one of my favorite songs on the album, for sure. It's like a mesh of thrash metal riffs, breakdowns, and sludge doom. It's great. What else could you want? It's a great closer. A sharp. A sharp. Yeah. A lot of cool vibes on the song. Definitely cool sounds. Very emotional. Very emotional too. Yeah. Wow, that's really illuminating my face. JB wrote the song. This is a JB song, and Matt wrote the lyrics. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. I don't know if I can tell you what the song means. I'll see if I can. Matt gave me a little I don't know if he's still in here. See Heather. Hi, Heather. Hi, Greg. Matt gave me a write-up on this song, and he said that this is a song about the importance of perspective. Yeah, they know the hell that's out there. Not everything is as black and white as it may seem. That's very vague, so you'd have to ask Matt for a little bit more. There he is. Elaborate, Matt. What's the song about? This is one of my favorite parts of the album, too, right here. I'd play the bass part if I had a bass in A sharp, but my basses are in C and B. What's up, John? I knew that because it was what you said. Yeah. Thanks for staying up late with me, guys. I really appreciate it. This is cool. Nothing sounds like this on the album. I think it's very unique for our discography. What's up, Matt? There's not much that's better, that's for sure. And thanks for coming, Austin. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Late night with Burns Red. We're so happy to finally share Guardians with you all. Yeah, I guess I can elaborate on the title Guardians. Opportunity to. Guardians was the original title for what is now Lighthouse. And we went back and forth about the title Guardians on the phone, the 5 of us, for a while. Before I think Brent might have said, what about Guardians? And we're all like, because I remember it was a unanimous decision. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
So we just renamed Guardians Lighthouse. It's now Lighthouse. Let's really dive into. Okay, so this song is in 4/4. Tempo is about. I'm not good at guessing tempo. There's no weird rituals that we have when we get on stage before we play. We always put our hands together, and our guitar tech usually leads us or will lead us, and he'll say something that we don't need, and we'll all chant because we have each other. So it's usually something that happened throughout our day, like we don't need this wind because we have each other, and we'll all chant that, So yeah, so that was Guardians. That is Guardians. Day one, release. Super happy to finally share this album with you all. And yeah, we're just wrapping it up here. Chain it. Thanks for joining the listening party. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed the album. Let's listen to it again. I'm kidding, but no. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Let's talk about it for a bit. I'll stay up for a little bit later, a little bit longer here. I personally think it's the heaviest out of the date. So many like heavy parts. Started over. Missed the first 3, 4. Well, you did. If you had heard Bones, Paramount, and Defender, then you got 2 through 4. You just missed the narrative. Start on narrative, and then you're caught up. Awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. 4 more minutes till my bedtime. Yeah, I agree, man. I got to get to bed. I've been up since 7 today. Favorite riff to play live? Oh boy, that's really tough to say a favorite riff. I really enjoy playing. Just thinking of older songs. Provision. Newer songs. What are your all's favorite songs on the album? I know you just listened through it one time, maybe twice if you already had it. What are your favorite tracks? We'll definitely be doing some more music videos for sure. What is my favorite? This is so I'm having when I ask questions I get blown out. I just gotta like kind of take it in. I haven't watched In Bruges recently. I do love that movie though. I've seen Extinct. I see a Lighthouse. See a couple Lighthouse. Empty Heaven. Just remember Memory, Defender, all of them. Catching up here. The Narrative, Bloodletter, Three Fountains, awesome. Lighthouse. Seen a lot of Lighthouse. That's very cool. Just remember Memory, Bloodletter, really cool. Yeah, it's really cool to see so many different songs thrown out. Extinct, Paramount, Fountains. That's awesome. Lots of Paramount. I've noticed that for sure. Paramount's one of my favorite. Somebody had asked me what my favorites were. My favorites are The Narrative, Paramount. I'm trying to think of it. I'm looking over. Extinct by Instinct is my favorite, and Three Fountains. Yeah, all of them. Any other questions that I could answer about the album before I get out of here? It's definitely late. It's way past my bedtime. I can't wait to go to sleep. It's really cool to see so many different, seen a lot of like the same songs, but also to see like different songs from everybody too. Really cool. Answer a couple questions and I'm going to head out. Wow, I'm just having this hard time reading them all. What's the most inspiring thing about the album? Not really sure what you mean by that. Could you elaborate? Do I always look that good in a cardigan? I think so. I appreciate it. Favorite bass line on the album?
the first riff in Extinct by Instinct is really fun to play on bass, or the tapping riff is really cool, but that kind of, it goes on a lot. So the first riff is really fun to play. I shot a playthrough for that today. I will be posting that tomorrow since the album is out and I can finally share stuff with you all. Yeah, dude, Bloodletter's heavy. It's heavy. It's going to be sick live. There's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving, and I just hope that you guys pick up each other. Just work, man. Just practicing. I started taking lessons later in life, and really just kind of pushing myself to be a better musician. You know, this is my job. This is what I do, and so I want to be better at it. So I continue to learn new things and try to take my skills to the next level. You know, Carbon Copy would be a tough song to pull off live for sure. I don't know that we would play it, but not for that reason. But yeah, be a fun song to play. It's just, if people demanded it, we would. How old was I when I started lessons? I was 26 or 27, I want to say. I was self-taught until then. Crowd surfing is not for me. With the in-ears, they can get ripped out. It's just not a good look. I'm seeing a lot of questions about the album art. I've been avoiding them because I don't remember the guy who did it. I'm looking right now. I thought maybe somebody else would chime in. I have his name somewhere. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Yeah, I saw his name. I'd forgotten what his name was. I forgot. I'm sorry, I forget who it was. One of the other guys can chime in if they're still in here, but I think it's past their bedtime. It was not Ryan Clark, no. This is the first album art that we used somebody else for. Super stoked on the cover. Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's very fitting for the title too. It's perfect. It was Bob Ross. That's right. Yeah, he came back from the dead to do it. That's right. Correct. No, actually, incorrect. It was Rick Ross. Rick Ross did it. It was not Ryan Clark. No, he did not do it. All right, guys, I'll take a couple more questions and I'm going to get out of here in 3 minutes. It's getting a little too hot for my cardigan. I'm going to take it off. Martin, I just saw the name. This is who did the artwork here for you all. Thank you, Brent. D is my name. I go by D, but I spell it like this. I took that from It's Always Sunny. So yeah, any other questions? I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. If I don't know them, then I'm gonna ignore them. Any questions about any songs in particular, or we're gonna go as long as there's people coming to our shows. I'll tell you that right now. We don't have any. If you couldn't tell, we had no signs of slowing up and not doing this thing. So thank you all for your support over the last like 17 years. The narrative is drop B. It's drop B, but it's that inverted 4-2 chord. So if you're in drop C, that's an A on the 9th fret. I always, when I'm talking about a guitar chord, I always refer to it as drop C because it's just my bass point. It's what I learned, you know. Bass writing, I just go off of the guitar. I have a little bit of theory. Most of my theory is harmonic minor, which is, good night, JB, thanks for joining, which is Extinct by Instinct is all in harmonic minor and diminished. So I know like theory, diminished, harmonic minor, I know 7 modes of the major scale, but other than that, I don't really know a lot of theory. So I just go by ear, and JB doesn't know any theory. He just goes by ear. So I'll take 1 or 2 more questions and I'm out of here. How many Warzone wins so far? I got another one today. I think I'm up to 12 Warzone wins. 1 or 2 solos, the rest are team. Yes, we will be touring for Guardians. We don't have any news on that yet. Jake. but we will be supporting this album. We will be playing a bunch of songs off this album, and we'll poll you all to see what your favorite tracks are, and we'll pull together a set list that we want to play and you guys want to hear. So, favorite song I ever wrote. That's tough to say. Off this album, Extinct by Instinct. Off Phantom Anthem, Carbon Copy. I'm on PlayStation. And yeah, I'm gonna take one or two more. I know I already said that, but I'm getting out of here. It's pretty late for me. Hardest song to play. Like nothing really, like, you know, I can play. Okay, well, actually, Ties to Bind would be pretty hard. Now I'm thinking about that. I really can't. My eyes have to be locked on my fretboard. It's all over the place. It's pretty hard. Working at something at least, and then I, you know, depending on if I'm writing, then I will leave it at an hour, and if I'm not writing, then I'll practice for hours. So thanks for joining, Jake. Really appreciate it, buddy, and good luck with your stream tomorrow. I'll still be sleeping, but yeah. Lighthouse, that's a question for Matt. I don't know how I'd answer it, but yeah, honestly, thank you all so much for being a part of this stream. I hope you enjoyed Guardians. It's just day one. We're so happy to release it. I know I've said that a bunch, but seriously, we've been holding this album for a while, and you know, we had the opportunity to delay it, but because of everything that's going on right now, we did not want to take that away from people because so much has already been taken away. So it's out now. So excited. I hope you like it. I'm really excited to listen to feedback and see what you all like, and go from there and post some playthrough videos, and just when we can get out there and start playing shows again, get out there and start playing shows again. Super excited. Stay safe. Self-quarantine. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's knock it out of here.